It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Indeed, so I think we all know someone who has dealt with or is dealing with cancer right now, and we're told that medication and chemotherapy is the only way to rid yourself of the disease. But what if you could cure cancer with your mind? Well, international award-winning creative director Conn Bertish is a cancer survivor who believes that the fight against cancer is all up here in your mind, and he wants to prove it. Well, he's here to chat to us this morning, and I mean, what an inspirational story to speak about your story, Conn. Because in 2006, you were diagnosed with a very severe and extremely rare form of brain cancer, but you now have adopted a technique called psychoneuroimmunology. It's a mouthful to say, right?
Yeah, it is.
So how did you discover this technique, and exactly what is it, how does it work?
So first of all, I don't believe that you can beat cancer with your mind. I approve of all of the treatments that I underwent. I went through chemotherapy, radiation, double brain surgery. I've got some pretty cool holes in my head.
I can check, yeah.
But why? Yeah, you can get one too. That's trending. What I'm proposing is tapping into the science of psychoneuroimmunology, which is how your mind affects how your body behaves. And if I can, what I'm building is a tool and a brand that can provide people, empower people facing cancer with the visual tools that enable them to connect with parts of their bodies in a way that they can augment the treatments, the traditional cancer treatments.
Yes.
It's very much not about just eschewing that stuff and not doing the treatments. It's very so this approach is about how to harness your thinking, which is a very powerful thing, and how you can place that on top of your treatments. So psychoneuroimmunology is the science behind why the placebo effect works.
Okay.
So you give someone something as a sugar pill, and then you tell them it's a headache tablet, and it works. For 26% of the time it works, because the person goes, okay, I'm taking this thing, I'm going to be fine. Your brain tells your body that you're getting better, and you get better. So if you can put that on top of your treatments, all it'll mean is a more positive outcome. And a lot of approaching cancer is your attitude, how you take it on. Am I going to take it on? And what I'm building is a way for people to engage and play a role in their cancer, own their cancer. And as soon as you do that, I've got a role here to play. You're not helpless anymore. You're not at the mercy of the treatments and the surgeries and the chemo. Now you've got a role to play. I've got something to do. Your immune system is stronger.
Yeah, tell me this. I mean, at such a trying time in your life, how did you come about this technique? How did you find out about it? How did you think that, it might be a good thing for you to take on? Because it is quite a depressing time of life.
No, it's hectic because there's so many different things and these treatments take you down. So one of the things that started me off was I had to sign this form before my brain surgeries. And the form was pretty hectic. I called it the world's most terrifying form because the form basically says, look, we're going to go into your brain, we're going to try and get the tumor out, but you might lose some senses and you might not be yourself when you come back. And I was like, I still want to be Conn when I come back. So I started, and I didn't want to lose my sense of sight or speech. That wasn't really going to happen. So what I started doing was I started to connect. I basically decided my brain was going to be very flexible. I called it the bouncy brain.
Okay, cool.
And whatever they took out of it would just bounce back, wouldn't affect it. I even went into surgery with going gwang, gwang, the sound of this gwang, bouncy brain. But what I was doing was I'd said, cool, I'm going to have an effect on these things. And the science between mind and body is now very well...
I guess it's very important, like it's a conscious decision that you made, but that's what Cancer Dojo now seeks to do in terms of a visual sense. Tell me just a little bit briefly about this app and how you plan on helping people with it.
Okay, cool. So we all carry our mobile phones around with us wherever we go. This is an amazing opportunity to use this thing which you've got. It's almost like your little coach. It'll be your coach through cancer to enable you to get your body and your mind to perform at the absolute peak so that you stand a more positive outcome, a better chance of survival. And when you're facing cancer, as I did, you'll take anything. You'll take any opportunity to give you more of a chance. And that's what I'm proposing.
Absolutely amazing stuff, dude. Well, thank you very much for bringing us this incredible story, and I think it can be applied to more than just fighting cancer, but to all areas of our life when we really focus the power of our mind over our circumstance and environments.
Completely, Kat. I mean, the reality is that we all have our own cancers, whether it is food or whether it is whatever, addiction, we all have our own cancers. And a lot of us carry these things around with us, baggage that we haven't dealt with. A lot of that stuff compromises our immune system over time and actually ends up causing, you know, these dreaded diseases like cancer and stuff. So, but I have to do one thing before.
Quickly.
Come together now, baby. Because it's so cool.
You really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Very
it's a
cool,
legend.
man. Very inspiring stuff from Mr. Conn Bertish.